Hi guys, happy Sunday, happy Sunday. I just want to go over a few things with you guys. Just want to give you some tips on how to maximize to work your host rewards to get people to join. This is something I have a true passion for. I really started this big time campaign last year and somewhere around June, July. I think like last part of June, because that's when I got my first person to join with earning her kit with this campaign. So I have a real passion for this. I'm gonna tell you guys, this really worked. Let me tell you how I can say that it really works, because a lot of you guys came on board like that. Last year, my personal people who I brought into the business, I was able to get 90 people to join Scentsy, my front line. I was able to get 90 people to join Scentsy, guys, last year in 2020. This is just my front line. 90 of them. Some of them were able to get on board with no cost at all. Some of them were able to get on board with a discount, or some of them did the regular, traditional way. So last January in 2020, we had 598 people in our group. This January, we have 1,381. So we were able to add 783 people last year. That's a lot of people to add. And it's because of this special campaign that we have that really work. It's something that's really truly duplicatable. But I'm going to share some tips with you guys so that you can see how effective this could be. When I started this, guys, I was really kind of just trying some stuff out. And, you know, through trial and error, you'll see what things to do and what things to not do in the future. So I had a chance to take a look at this to see what to do. I initially had about 30 join links at one time. I think I've had as many as 40 join links at one time. So I'm thinking that this is pretty overwhelming. So how in the world am I going to maximize this without losing people? Okay, so I'm going to go over some things with you guys so you can see how you can maximize this, because this thing could be pretty huge. And this takes away that feeling that you have about I don't want to ask anybody to join. Oh, I'm nervous about asking people to join. This is super easy, guys. Anybody can do this. It's just all about how you get this thing set up. So anyway, let's go with this. The first thing you want to do is go out there to your friends and family. You want to go out there and just kind of ask around and see if anybody's interested in joining Scentsy at no out-of-pocket expense. That's the first thing you got to do. You got to get the word out there. You got to get the word out there on your personal page. You can get the word out there in networking groups, wherever you are. Get the word out there first so people can know what you're doing. Okay, now that you do that, when people start responding like me, raise their hand, all that stuff, you got to be prepared for this, because you're going to get a mad rush of people saying, I want to do this, okay? And sometimes people will adapt to it. Some of them will be confused about it because they're like, you know, because there's so many things going on out there that's not legit. So you're going to get those people that may be questioning you about how legit this is. And I will go to that part a little later. Let me write that down, that legit part. I'm going to come back to that. So the first thing you want to do when somebody raises their hand and say, yeah, I want to do that, you want to first ask them to create a page, a VIP page on Facebook. Now, this is not a business page. I've had some confusion with that. This is not a business page, guys. This is a group. They need to set a group up on Facebook. If they don't know how to make a group, guys, give them a video. Don't do it for them. They need to know how to do this, because they're going to do the work to earn this kit. So you want to find a YouTube video that's going to show them how to make a VIP group, okay? The next thing you want to make sure they don't do, you want to make sure they don't call it Scentsy. They cannot call the group Scentsy anything. It has to be something like, I always try to get them to use their name. So if it's Sally, say Sally's VIP page, or Sally's Scent group, or Sally's whatever fancy name they want to name, okay? But just make sure you don't use Scentsy. Okay, and I get them to add all their friends and family on that page. And what I start doing is asking them to get to about 50 people. And when they get to 50 people, I go live over there. Because what you want to do, you want to help them with going live over there. Help them with their launch party, because most of these people who are joining the group, they never heard of Scentsy. They don't know what Scentsy is. So you're going to have to help them with that part. Now, you're going to have to set them up with giving them things to say over in the group. Verbiage, because they don't know. They are not consultants. And they're not going to have access to the workstation. You're going to have to help them. So some of the things that I've done, We introduce them to the group right here. We introduce them over here. You put them over here and welcome them over here. We also have chat set up for them. The chat helps to give them verbiage and things like that. It's going to help them to be motivated, and it gives you a place to celebrate them along the way. So like whenever they hit, say, 20 people in that group, celebrate them along the way, just like they were a consultant. Keep them pumped up, keep them excited. One thing I found that works the most, guys, is when you ask them why they need to do this. When you ask them why they need to do this and ask them to share that why in their group as to why do they need to join Scentsy and don't pay any money, no out-of-pocket expense. Why do they need this? They need to share that over in their group. It's something about them sharing that information because it makes it become real to the people who they're presenting it to. Okay. Now, what else is important, guys? When you go to set up the group, when you set up the link, I call the join link. So you want to go in your workstation, log in your workstation and create a party. We call it a join link, but it's AKA party link. You'll call it Susie's join link. Make sure you put in the accurate information. Make sure you put their shipping, make sure you put their email in there, cell phone number, shipping address, their full name. Make sure you put all that in there. Make sure it's accurate. Okay? Get all that. Now, here's the most important thing, guys. When you go to the date, there's going to be a place in there for a date. It's an end date. Choose 6 months. 6 months. Why 6 months? You choose 6 months because I've got a girl right now. She's been trying to earn it it's been a little bit over 6 months now. So some people may be able to earn it in 5 days, 4 days, a week, 2 months, 3 months. So what you don't want to happen, you don't want it to expire. So you want to stretch that date out 6 months ahead. Stretch it out 6 months, guys. As long as activity is going on over there, it's going to be good. Stretch that date out for 6 months because if it expires, the sales that are over there will be lost. So you don't want that to happen, okay? Keep that in mind. Now, here's something else, guys. The people who you're trying to get to earn a kit, I'm going to give you an example. Let's say that they started January 1st and today is January 31st and they joined today. Whatever orders you have in this month, you can flip those PWS orders. That means the online orders. You can flip those orders, give them all to the new person. Let's say that they have $500 in orders this month. That's going to send them the shooting star. It's going to also send them halfway to certified. All of those orders get flipped over in the same month. So they're going to be able to get the PRV and the commissions. It has to be done in the same month. Okay. Let's say that they don't have enough. Let's say they got $300 in orders in January. So they're going to have to carry over to February. When they go to February, that means that $300 that they sold in January will not carry over to February to be flipped. But it will be carried over to February for them to earn the kit. We're talking about two different things, guys. Okay, here goes. Let me do it again. So if they have $300 in January, they need another $200 to earn the kit. So that other $200, once they get $200 in February, they can earn a kit at no out-of-pocket expense. And those orders of $200 will be flipped in February. But what happened to the $300 that they did in January? They can't get that flipped over. So what I do, I treat it like a fundraiser, and I just give them my commissions because that's their orders. That's what they earn. They just don't get they just will not get the PRV. Just keep that in mind when you talk about flipping. The only thing you can flip will be the orders that they got in that same month. If you're talking about PWS orders. Now, if you put them all in at one time, that's different. But if you're talking about PWS orders, they can only flip those orders within that month. And you have to place a call to Scentsy for them to move those orders over. And you have to do it ASAP. You have to do it right away. Otherwise, it may be a problem. Now, let's say you get somebody on board and they're getting these orders, but they decide to choose the traditional kit at $99. Okay, that's why it's so important for you guys to make sure you have accurate information in your workstation when you're setting up that party. Because the party information that you have set up has to match whatever the person is going to enter for the traditional kit when they sign up for $99. Those things have to match. If you're looking to flip the orders from their party that they already have set up. Because I've got a young lady that did that already. She had like $300 and some in orders, but she decided to choose the $99 kit where you cannot put the $99 kit in the hostess area just like you would the hostess kit. It doesn't work like that. The $99 kit has to be done on the PWS, so you have to have an active PWS to work to make sure that any of this work. So make sure those things match. The emails got to match, because otherwise the orders that they have in that particular month will not flip over to the new consultant. So they would first have to join the traditional way. Then you come back to the party that they got set up, and you go in there where it says the hostess. It's going to have a little switch in there where you can flip that party over to that new consultant so they can get the PRV and the commission. So that's something that happens every now and then. I just want to throw that out there, guys, to let you guys know how important that is. Something else, guys, that you want to do when you get these people set up, you want to make sure you copy and paste that link to them. Don't just read it to them. Copy and paste it. Because let me tell you why. What's going to happen if you read it to them, somebody accidentally leave a character out, somebody else can get credit for that order. You don't want that to happen. So always copy and paste the link to them so they can in turn do the same thing. And when you share that link with them initially, attach some type of introduction to that link. So when they post that in their group, people can see what Scentsy is all about. A lot of people don't know what Scentsy is. So attach something about Scentsy to the link when you give it to them to show in their group. Okay. And each time, this is what I always do. I tell them to put that in like an announcement in their group and mark it as an announcement. So each time somebody join the group, they'll see that pop up at the very beginning of the group. Now, whenever somebody get ready to make a purchase, tell them to private message the link to the person. Because when they join, they're going to have to go back and clean up all those links in that group that belong to you. Okay? And that's a whole lot of work. You don't want them to have to do all that. So the best thing to do is when they get an order, tell them to private message the link, copy and paste it to whoever's going to buy from them, whether they text it or private message them that link to somebody. Make sure they do it separately instead of just posting the link throughout the group that they have set up. And also tell them to post things on their personal page as well. Tell them do not limit themselves to just a group. They need to get it out there in every way they can. They need to get it out there on every platform that they're on, whether it's Facebook, Instagram. They need to put it out there everywhere and let them know that they need to tell people why they're doing it and tell them how close they are. Once they get to the point of being really close to earning a kit, tell them to go out there and say, look, I need your help. I'm like $100 away from being able to start a business where I don't have to pay any money and I need you guys' help. Okay. All the post to your page posts, guys, make sure you share that with them. We have places for them. Well, right here, we do it here. And we also have a chat set up for those of you who are looking to try to coach them. When you want to do all you can to be the best coach for them. This is going to be something great, guys, for us. And just think, if we were able to add 783 people last year, you can imagine what's going to happen this year because you guys got this down, packed down. This is so duplicatable. So many of you guys have been so successful with this. One of the girls, two of my young ladies who joined and didn't have to pay anything out of pocket last year, they earned a trip to Disney, guys. They did. They earned a trip to Disney. They also, one of them promoted to Superstar Consultant. Two of them promoted to Star Consultant. Something else that they're doing, they're hitting Shooting Star. They're hitting Sensational Start Level 3. They're promoting to Star, Superstar, and they're well on their way to hit Director. This is the easiest way for you to grow in your business, guys, because it takes the edge off of asking people to come join your team. This way, you're setting them up for success, and they're going to be able to repeat it because they've done the same thing. This is so duplicative, guys, so easy, and we're doing it. which the number shows that we have really done it. One of the team members here, she's really on track, her director. She's got 24 people in her group. She just joined in August of last year. So guys, this is incredible. I mean, gosh, I'm trying to think now. We also have people will come and find you. Once the word get out there, people will come and find you and say, how can I start Scentsy where I don't have to pay anything out of pocket? Had another team member to do the same thing. She found me all the way from Detroit. Here I am in Alabama. She found me. She said, how can you help me do this? And every time you do this, guys, when somebody make this, somebody go ahead and do all the things and they become a consultant, go shout them out. Shout them out everywhere so people can see that this can be done. And people are doing it, guys. We got the proof source. We got it to show. We got all the proof. If people need to see how this can be done, invite them over here so they can see how we're doing it. We're totally doing it, guys. It's like the greatest thing you can ever do for your business. If you're looking to really grow this year, you can grow by putting it out there and telling people about how this is done. One other thing I want to tell you guys, is that you want to teach them how to use the PWS. They got that link. You got to teach them how to use it. Because one, they need to know what a combo and save is. They need to know, let me pull it up. They need to know where all the specials are that we have. Let me get that pull up so I can don't want to miss that. Yes, you want to make sure you take them to the specials. You want to really take them through every tab, to be honest, on the PWS. Take them through it. Just give them a walk through that whole thing, because you don't want them to go out there and they always ask questions about how much is this and how much is that. Take them through the PWS and show them how this is done. Take them to the specials so they can see the bundle and save, the last chance, the 10% off sale that we got going on this month, the clearance, the warmer of the month. Take them through that. Take them through the collections that we have. Just hover over all of this and show them where everything is. Remember, guys, they're not a consultant yet. They don't have access to the workstation. That means you got to be their guide. You got to be their coach. And you can totally do this. It's like so easy. And we're here to help you guys. And I hope that's answered a lot of your questions, because I've had somebody say they thought that there was no expiration date on the links that we set up. Yeah, there is an expiration date. You don't want that to expire, guys. Make sure you keep track of that. Keep tab of it, because I have lost parties like that because I didn't keep track of, because I had so many. So make sure you keep track of all of those parties and all of the dates that you have it set up to expire. Take care, guys. Love you. Bye.